More breaking news, guys, from the NBA, thanks to our Adrian Wojnarowski. Another trade. The Minnesota Timberwolves have traded the number 11 pick in tonight's draft, first round, of course, and forward Dario Saric, who was the 12th overall pick in 2014, to the Phoenix Suns for the number 6 pick in the draft. League sources tell us here at ESPN. Don't tell us. They tell Woj that here at ESPN. So stay tuned as another trade taking place as we get you set for draft night beginning 40 minutes from now here on ESPN. How about those Boston Celtics? They begin the night with 3 first-round picks, number 14, 20, and 22. But that sounds great, but many questions are ahead as we get set for the draft. Think about what's happened over the last 6 weeks with Boston, the heavy favorite in the East this season. Early exit from the playoffs, the drama, disappointment. They attempted to acquire Anthony Davis. That failed as their rival Lakers pulled off the blockbuster trade instead. Then there's the all-star Kyrie Irving, expected to opt out of his deal and become a free agent. He led the team in scoring and assists this past season, but questions about his leadership, among many other things, tainted this season. And big man Al Horford has decided to opt out of the final year of his contract as well. After initial optimism, the two sides were unable to come even close on a long-term extension for Al Horford. Longtime Boston sports reporter Jackie MacMullan joins us now live here on SportsCenter from the Celtics practice facility outside of Boston. And Jackie, with Kyrie and Al seemingly on their way out the door, what is the state currently of this Celtics team?
Well, I think it's fair to say, Sage, we're in a little bit of disarray here in Boston and quite a bit of uncertainty. You mentioned the two most important veterans, Irving and Horford, are likely gone. You can probably add a third, Aaron Baines, possibly out the door, and then consider that a fourth, Marcus Morris, can leave as an unrestricted free agent and you get nothing in return. So this team is going to look very different next season. That much is certain. Yeah,
it's amazing to think of what we were all saying about them less than a year ago, really.
Right.
So, I mean, how things changed. As far as tonight's concerned, 3 first-round picks, again, 14, 20, and 22 overall. Depending on how everything plays out ahead of that, Jackie, what is their plan with those picks tonight?
Well, Sage, they've already been delivered another blow. They were talking to the Pelicans about that number 4 pick, offering multiple picks and other things. That's off the board now. The Atlanta Hawks have that pick. The Boston Celtics don't want all 3 of these picks. I think you'll probably see them either trade them for future picks. Remember now, in the 2022 draft, high school kids can go directly from high school to the pros. So maybe they go for a future pick or they stash a player overseas, which they've done in the past. But nothing good has happened for the Boston Celtics since they traded for Kyrie Irving 2 years ago. It's just been one calamity after the next.
Yeah, it's truly been crazy, insane to watch from a distance. You've been right there front and center, and you'll be there for us all night tonight. I mean, from a disappointing season to the health issues, what a year for Danny Ainge. Jackie Mack keeping us up to date from Boston. Kevin?
The opposite of that feeling is the Pelicans tonight.
Yeah.
There is Zion Williamson looking clean.
I love the suit, huh?
I am a big fan of the off-white. He is ready for big things tonight on the stage with Adam Silver in just about an hour as we get you set for the NBA draft. And Zion and the Pelicans are on the clock.